All right, can we have your name and the kind of cancer your patient had?
My name is Benally, and my mom, Mabel, had multiple myeloma.
My name's Elsie Benally, and we took care of Mom who had multiple myeloma.
And this is Norman. And this is Norman.
Yeah, these are my sisters too. They're my sisters. We're siblings.
All right, so how long were you all cancer givers?
I think, my mom was, initially diagnosed early 2000, but they had to watch the myeloma until it was treatable. But when it became treatable, it was almost 5 years.
All right. What was the most difficult part about being a caregiver?
I guess keeping Mom positive that that there are developing treatment for this particular cancer, and keeping her having a positive outlook every day. That was the most difficult.
What was the best part about being a caregiver?
I guess being there and getting to know Mom better, because all our grown-up lives, she was busy with, her daily duties, and we're going to school, and then getting back to connect with her emotionally and as children, and getting to know how, going through the challenges of her illness.
Well, how has the caregiver program helped you?
I guess being able to ask questions and, communicating with the doctors, networking, and so forth.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like this program to do for you?
I think with the caregivers program, like I said in the discussion session, my mom didn't die from the multiple myeloma. She had died from the side effects of the therapy. And I think that some of the things that needs to be spoken about is that this could happen. And we didn't realize, we thought Mom had at least a couple more years with the immunotherapy she was on. And so this was really shocking to us. And I think that the caregivers need to also talk about, I guess, that in case of death, that we should face what we should do, instead of saying, okay, she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. She can carry on for a couple more years. And I think that it was really a shock to us that the bleeding was, happened, and she passed from that. So I think that we need to have the caregivers talk about in case death occurs, instead of saying, okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, I think we need to talk about that.
Agreed. So what would you say if somebody asked you for your recommendation? Any positive words that would help us further the program?
Any positive words?
I think the messaging is that it's a lot of it is the cancer nowadays is treatable and manageable, and survival rate is much higher than what people have experienced just a few short years ago, and the treatment is continuously development. And I think that's the messaging that a lot of the would-be future cancer patients, that should be their messaging to them on the front end, so that they have a sense of hope before, instead of just giving up on at the front end of the diagnosis. I think that I really think is a stronger messaging on the front end to be given to the patients or the caregivers, so that they just don't fall apart right at the beginning of that it's a challenge, but they have an opportunity to overcome it or manage it. And I think that's what the messaging is, really needs to get out there.
All right. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you much.